Okay, so the plastic has been cut off and it has been replaced with these stickies. So you'll see they're very difficult to lift up. Obviously these ones aren't stuck, they are on top of the paper, but where it is sticky. So these have now replaced the plastic, and what it will do is you can work off block by block by block, ruler by ruler. And that's basically what I do. It does help the process go smoother and faster. And that is basically the preparation. And now I'll transfer it onto the stand and then clip it down and start working on it. Right. Okay, so now we've positioned it on the table. So here you already see that if you work with the LED light table, you can properly see the numbering. This one on the darker side is obviously not LED lit, so it's clear, but it's not as clear. So as I mentioned before, that was setting 1. So setting 1 is dim, but it's still more visible. Setting 2 is much brighter, and then setting 3 is the brightest. So depending on the day and what time we're actually doing the art, I generally either work on setting 2 or setting 3. For today's purposes, these colors are quite condensed and there's quite a lot of new symbols and things, so we will be working on setting 3. Okay, so this is still plastic, and then these are what we've replaced with the papers. And because we're working from the bottom up, we'll start here at the bottom with a ruler and we'll make our way to the top. So generally we can start off with the big ruler, okay, that's got the edges, and just to make sure that it's straightened, and then we can work our way using the medium and the small ones. Right, so this is how it starts. I've put in, what I have found with this one is that the alignment isn't 100% on the actual canvas, which is also not ideal. So what I've done is I've lined up my ruler, and we'll work on what we can, and then we'll move it down. So I'm now using actually the medium ruler instead of the longer ruler, and then we'll work until halfway, and then we'll probably have to reposition it. Okay, so our first step is take our pen, whichever one you've got. I've just gone for a little bit more of a LED point pen, and what you do is you basically use the wax that has come prepared, which is generally this one, but like I say, I've got my little ink pot, and all you do is you twist it. Okay, twist it, and then when you take it out, you'll see in the pen the wax is actually sitting. Okay, and then you basically take your first color. We're going to start with K, which is number 16. You can fill up your tray, and you basically grab your dot, okay, and you go on and you go to the color K and you put it down. So this is our next one, and there we go. And this is what you do all throughout. So for now, we're going to complete the color K, and then we'll move on to the next color. Okay, So K is done. As I said, I'm only going to do halfway so that we can fix the positioning for the other half. So K is done. Alright, so half the colours are done, halfway. That's the other one we need to reposition. And now we're just going to supplement with our fours, and then we'll move on to that section. Okay, now that's complete. Now what we need to do is take the ruler off and then reposition that side.